Hi, beautiful moms. This is Dr. Beata, and welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about leaky gut, and especially for the pregnant and breastfeeding moms, because there are specific implications for this population. And I wanted to first introduce myself. My name is Dr. Beata Harashim. I'm a holistic and integrative doctor of physical therapy, and I specialize in healing leaky gut in moms, and especially if the little ones have colic, eczema, reflux, or food allergies. You can heal together, and it is actually crucial to heal together on your journey. So today, as we get into this topic, I covered what leaky gut was in another video, which I'm going to link below. But quickly today, we're going to go over what leaky gut is, and then the implications for healing again for these populations. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, your body has different demands and can handle different things. So when we look at leaky gut, essentially our intestines, our digestive system, there is a mucosal barrier. So that means on the lining of the inside of our intestines, there is a barrier there. And when we eat something, our digestive system breaks it down into small pieces, into nutrients, minerals, even, molecules that our body can absorb, and that goes into our bloodstream and then gets circulated through our body and is used for our health and our growth, development, etc. There are certain molecules that should not be getting into our bloodstream. Now, these are larger molecules, food molecules that haven't been broken down or digested well, in addition to toxins and other things in our environment. So when we do have leaky gut, what that means is that there's been a breakdown in that barrier. There are junctions in that intestinal wall, and they have opened up. So now that barrier is letting through, again, larger molecules and particles that should not be getting into our bloodstream. Now, what happens is when that goes through, there may be signs and symptoms that you may be seeing or feeling. Again, I did a video on this. I'm going to link that below as well. These are 5 unexpected signs and symptoms of leaky gut, again, specifically for moms, babies, and toddlers. So go ahead and check that out. But just a couple I'll mention quickly is that you may have digestive issues. You may feel bloated all the time, but also you may have skin conditions popping up. You may have autoimmunity. You may have brain fog or depression or anxiety. Mental state, emotional states can be affected by this leaky gut as well. So if you identify with any of these, then definitely leaky gut is something I want you to look into. Now, I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if that description, if you've heard of it before, or if you are curious about it. And I do want to mention, if you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead, like and subscribe for more content like this. I make a lot of content specifically for moms, breastfeeding moms. That is my subspecialty as well. And there is so much that is not talked about, and just in the general population, but especially in these circles. So the next thing I want to talk about is kind of the healing process, right, of leaky gut. The idea is that we want to get those junctions to close up, which includes something called zonulin that we're going to be looking at. And we also want that mucosal barrier to be working properly and functioning properly. And at the same time, I take a holistic and integrative approach, because what I found is that it doesn't matter what you're eating. It doesn't matter what supplements you're taking. If you are not healing your gut, if you are not rebuilding that intestinal wall, it doesn't matter if you're taking even probiotics. Probiotics are not all of gut health. They are one small part of it. So the idea is that we want to support the gut health with the microbiome, which is something, again, I talk about in a different video, and I can talk a little bit quickly today as well. We want to reinforce that mucosal barrier, that intestinal lining. We want to close up the junctions. And that also comes into play is our nervous system. So our fight or flight, is that something that you're familiar with? So when we were thousands of years ago, when we were in survival mode and there was a rustling in the bushes, our bodies, our nervous system would automatically go into fight or flight mode. What that means is that our bodies would physiologically change and get ready to either run away or to fight because we're thinking there may be a bear, there may be another animal or something that is dangerous to our survival in those bushes. So that's a physiological response. During that time, our body is not healing. It is focused on survival. It is focused on, again, running away, etc. Literally, our blood diverts to our limbs. Different parts of our brain activate, so we cannot think clearly. We are like tunnel vision, like there's so many physiological changes that happen. And that is a wonderful response. That's the sympathetic nervous system. What happens is that has ensured the survival of our species for all this time. Now, the challenge is with modern days, we are getting into fight or flight all the time. So you get an email from your boss, you go into fight or flight. You see a notification on your phone, you go into fight or flight. You get stuck in traffic, you get thrown into fight or flight. Someone makes a comment, you get thrown into fight or flight. So if we are constantly in this fight or flight mode, we are not able to be into the healing mode. We are not able to be in this parasympathetic nervous system state, which is the rest and digest state. That is where healing happens. So it doesn't matter what probiotics you're taking. It doesn't matter what supplements you're taking. It doesn't matter what food you're eating even. If your nervous system is not regulated, then you're not going to get healing. And this also goes for emotional regulation. So emotional regulation is how often you are triggered. And this goes into that fight or flight response as well. So has there ever been someone who's made a comment to you or said something and all of a sudden you're triggered into a lot of anger, or maybe you feel very like defensive or anything like that? It's okay if you have. I've been there as well. That is a sign that, and especially, let's go back to if you have little ones, right? If they're crying and screaming, if they're having tantrums and you're being triggered by that, that's another sign that there's some work to do with emotional regulation and nervous system regulation. So this is a key piece that no one else is talking about. This emotional regulation, this nervous system regulation is crucial for healing in general, but especially leaky gut. This is one of those root causes that no one else is talking about, and especially in the pregnant and breastfeeding populations. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit why specifically. Is because when some of you may have looked into leaky gut in the past, and there are detox protocols and healing protocols, etc. Those are stressful on the body. A detox protocol is really stressful on your body, and especially when you're breastfeeding or if you are pregnant, that is not what you want to do. You do not want to put extra stress, release extra toxins during this time. So it's important, it's imperative that you do it in a safe way. And that's what I subspecialize in helping other moms with, because my personal journey is that same thing. My daughter had colic, eczema, reflux, and severe food allergies through my breast milk when she was little. And I jumped into one of these healing protocols too fast, too hard, and it actually made us backtrack because it was too much. It was too much detoxification for me and for her. My body wasn't even handling it, plus all the things that she was getting through breast milk. So it's really important to make sure that you have a provider who can help you, guide you through this journey, especially if you're identifying signs of leaky gut, in a way that is safe for you and for your little ones, because we do want to nourish your body. We do want to heal the gut. We do want to regulate your emotional state, your nervous system state. However, we don't want it to be overwhelming for your body while they are growing a baby, right? While you're growing a baby in your belly, or while you are nourishing a baby with your breast milk. These are mistakes that I made in the past, and I've been able to use my clinical background, my healthcare background, and then all this study that I've done since having my daughter to create a system that I help work moms through. So that is the crucial piece, especially if you're breastfeeding or pregnant. Some of these protocols or even elimination diets may not be appropriate for you. So I want you to get the help that you need, even if it's not with me. I want you to find a specialist in this area, someone who works specifically with pregnant and breastfeeding moms. Now, this is something that I am absolutely passionate about, because not only was I able to do a massive amount of healing on my leaky gut, at the same time, my autoimmunity numbers have reversed. I feel absolutely different. I feel energized every single day. I feel excited for life. I feel soul alignment, and that's something that I haven't talked about yet, is the spiritual aspect of things. Getting your soul aligned with your purpose on this earth, right? Your purpose as a mom, your purpose in day to day. And when that happens, your body goes into a state of flow. You can heal. Healing can take place. And it is absolutely magical because not only does your health improve, your happiness improves, your energy levels improve. You can enjoy your time spent with your children. You can connect with them. Your intuition opens up, your heart opens up. You find inner peace, which is something that is priceless. You can't put a price on that when every single day you're waking up with this excitement for life. And that is what I wish for you as well. This was an unexpected outcome of my specific journey, my personal journey. And after going through it, it's something that I want to help other moms with as well. So this is my approach. I use this multimodal, holistic, and integrative approach. I also use energy work, energy medicine, alternative practices as well. Because of that, I do manual muscle testing, applied kinesiology, because in my opinion, that is where the magic happens. We can't just look at nutrition. We can't just look at gut health. We can't just look at emotional and nervous system regulation. We need to put all of those together. This is what I wish I knew back 5 years ago, which is crazy. And actually even before conceiving. So the other thing I want to mention is this emotional regulation, this nervous system regulation is crucial again for healing. And what I'm offering is a community coaching package. And what this includes is some one-on-one consults with myself where I can help guide you through some of the emotional pieces, the nutrition and gut health pieces, but a lot of it is focusing on building community and getting coaching around that nervous system and emotional regulation piece. Because again, in my opinion, that is absolutely crucial for our health, our happiness, and in order to be able to get into that healing state. So if you are interested in that community coaching package, go ahead and leave a comment below, just say coaching, and I'll be able to reach out to you, or you can go ahead and send me a DM. If you are on YouTube, go ahead and join our free empowering and supportive community below. And also there you can send me a message. You can leave a question in the group if there's anything that you'd like more clarification on. And I've actually recently connected with a friend who was absolutely fascinated with this idea. And she actually has been struggling with infertility. And we were talking and I was like, of course, this would help you in order to conceive, in order to get pregnant. So if this is something that you may be struggling with fertility as well, I encourage you to let me know, because I think that there is such a need for this information, for this help. And I want to help meet your needs as well and to serve you. So if that is something that you would like some help with, please feel free to reach out and let me know. And I will be creating some more content around that soon. So as always, I wish you and your little ones all the best. Go ahead and click the links below, check out those other videos, like and subscribe if you are on YouTube. And I wish you and your little ones all the best, and I will see you soon.